So what if I told you that the fastest growing religion in one of the most unlikely places, US prisons, is Islam? Imagine a world where tens of thousands of men, stripped of their freedom, dignity, and identity, find solace, purpose, and community in the teachings of Islam. What drives this spiritual awakening behind bars? Is it fear, faith, or something deeper? And what does this phenomenon reveal about the human spirit, the flaws in our justice system, and the transformative power of faith? Let's dive into the untold story of Islam in American prisons. The United States has the highest incarceration rate in the world, with over 2 million people behind bars. Prisons are often described as places of despair, where hope goes to die. Yet within these bleak walls, something extraordinary is happening. Islam, a religion often misunderstood and misrepresented, is flourishing. Every year, an estimated 35,000 inmates convert to Islam, making it the fastest growing religion in US prisons. This isn't just a statistic, it's a story of redemption, resilience, and the unyielding human spirit. For many inmates, Islam offers more than just faith. It offers a lifeline. It provides structure, community, and a chance to rebuild their lives from the inside out. But this phenomenon isn't without controversy. Critics warn of radicalization, while others see it as a beacon of hope in a broken system. To understand this complex issue, we must look beyond the headlines and explore the personal stories, the systemic forces, and the transformative power of faith. For many inmates, prison is a place of profound loss. It strips away their freedom, their identity, and often their hope. In this void, many turn to religion as a source of meaning and purpose. Islam, with its emphasis on submission to Allah and personal transformation, offers a path to redemption. Take the story of Muhammad Amin Anderson, the son of a Christian preacher who found Islam in prison. In a heartfelt testimony, he shared how Islam helped him reclaim his humanity. "When I came to prison, I didn't have my humanity," he said. "But after embracing Islam, I've recovered it. Prison strips you of everything: your name, your autonomy, your dignity. Islam offers a structure, a community, and a chance to rebuild yourself from the inside out." Anderson's story is not unique. Across the country, inmates are finding solace in the teachings of Islam. For them, it's not just a religion, it's a lifeline. Prisons are designed to isolate, but Islam builds community. The concept of the Ummah, the global Muslim community, becomes a family behind bars. Daily prayers, study circles, and Ramadan iftars create bonds stronger than steel. In a system that dehumanizes, Islam offers a sense of belonging. When Muslims stand shoulder to shoulder in Salah, they're no longer inmates, they're servants of Allah. This identity transcends prison walls and offers a sense of dignity and purpose. One inmate, who wished to remain anonymous, shared his experience. "In prison, lots of people convert to Islam, and I think it's the sense of community that really draws them in. Not only do they have each other's backs in conflict, but they also support each other in everyday life. They make sure everyone eats, everyone has hygiene, and everyone is comfortable. When you go to Jummah, you see people genuinely engaging, asking about each other, and asking about their families. That sense of community is often lacking in prison, and I think that's why a lot of people end up here in the first place. They feel lonely, and they're looking for family." The rise of Islam in prisons has sparked fear and controversy. Headlines scream about prison radicalization and terror recruitment, while politicians warn of imams brainwashing inmates into extremism. But the evidence tells a different story. According to the National Institute of Corrections, violence due to prison radicalization by Muslims in the US is a rare event. In fact, there's little to no evidence that it's happening. Instead, many converts are attracted to Islam by observing how Muslim prisoners carry themselves, with discipline, respect, and a sense of purpose. The real danger isn't radicalization, it's misinformation. By scapegoating Islam, we ignore the systemic issues plaguing America's prisons: overcrowding, lack of rehabilitation programs, and a justice system that treats inmates as disposable. The story of Islam in American prisons isn't new. In the 1940s, a young man named Malcolm Little walked into prison as a petty thief. When he walked out, he was Malcolm X, a towering figure in the civil rights movement and a devout Muslim. His transformation hints at a phenomenon that's quietly reshaping America's prison system today. Malcolm X's journey is a testament to the transformative power of Islam. In prison, he found a sense of purpose and identity that would shape the rest of his life. His story continues to inspire inmates today, offering a blueprint for redemption and resilience. The rise of Islam in prisons exposes the flaws in America's justice system. Prisons are designed to punish, not rehabilitate. They strip inmates of their humanity and offer little hope for a better future. Islam, with its emphasis on mercy, compassion, and personal transformation, challenges this system. It offers inmates a chance to rebuild their lives and reclaim their dignity. But this isn't just a lesson for inmates, it's a lesson for all of us. Faith-based programs have been shown to reduce recidivism rates and improve inmate behavior. Islam, with its structured rituals and emphasis on community, offers a unique form of rehabilitation. It teaches inmates discipline, responsibility, and respect for others, values that are often lacking in their lives. But faith-based programs are just one piece of the puzzle. To truly address the issues in America's prisons, we need systemic change. We need to invest in rehabilitation programs, reduce overcrowding, and treat inmates as human beings, not criminals. Imams and Muslim chaplains play a crucial role in the lives of inmates. They provide spiritual guidance, support, and a sense of community. But their work is often misunderstood and underfunded. Critics argue that imams radicalize inmates, but the evidence tells a different story. Imams are often the first to condemn violence and extremism. They teach inmates about the true teachings of Islam, peace, compassion, and justice. Yet imams face significant challenges. They often work with limited resources and face scrutiny from prison officials. Despite these challenges, they continue to provide a lifeline for inmates, offering hope and guidance in a system that often offers neither. As the sun sets over a prison courtyard, a group of inmates gathers for iftar. The air is filled with laughter, the aroma of traditional dishes, and the warmth of community. In this moment, it's clear that Islam's journey in American prisons is more than just a story of faith. It's a story of resilience, hope, and the unyielding human spirit. The courtyard, usually a place of tension and despair, transforms during Ramadan. Long tables are set up, adorned with dishes that reflect the diversity of the Muslim community. There's halal chicken, rice, dates, and even a few homemade dishes prepared by inmates who have learned to cook with limited resources. Children's laughter is absent here, but the camaraderie among the men is palpable. They are not just breaking bread together, they are breaking the chains of isolation and despair that prison life imposes. At the head of the table sits Imam Yusuf, the prison's Muslim chaplain. His presence is calming, his smile warm and inviting. He raises his hands to silence the crowd, and the chatter gradually subsides. Bismillah, he begins, and the community echoes the phrase, a reminder that every blessing comes from Allah. As the call to prayer echoes through the courtyard, the men rise, standing shoulder to shoulder. There are no distinctions here, no gang affiliations, no racial divides, no hierarchies. In this sacred space, they are all equal, united in their devotion and their shared humanity. The prayers are a symphony of voices, rising and falling in perfect harmony, a testament to the strength of their faith and the depth of their connection. After the prayers, the feast begins in earnest. Plates are passed, stories are shared, and laughter fills the air. One inmate, a burly man with tattoos covering his arms, shares how he found Islam after years of violence and despair. "I used to think I was beyond redemption," he says, his voice trembling. "But Islam showed me that no soul is beyond Allah's mercy. It gave me a second chance and I'm not going to waste it." Another inmate, a young man in his early 20s, nods in agreement. "I came here angry at the world," he admits. "But Islam taught me patience and humility. It showed me that I'm not alone, that I have a family here, a community that cares about me." Imam Yusuf listens intently, his heart swelling with pride. He knows that these men are not just finding faith, they are finding themselves. Islam offers them a chance to rebuild their lives, to reclaim their dignity, and to become better versions of themselves. But Imam Yusuf also knows that their journey is far from over. The challenges they face are immense, both inside and outside the prison walls. Many will struggle to reintegrate into society, to find jobs and to rebuild relationships with their families, yet he remains hopeful. Allah's mercy is vast, he often reminds them, and so is his guidance. Trust in him, and he will show you the way. The impact of Islam's growth in prisons extends far beyond the prison walls. Families of inmates are often drawn to Islam through their loved ones' experiences. They see the positive changes, the discipline, the humility, the sense of purpose, and they want to be part of it. In one case, a mother whose son converted to Islam in prison began attending Islamic classes at a local mosque. "I wanted to understand what had changed him so much," she explained, "and what I found was a faith that teaches peace, compassion, and justice. It's not just a religion, it's a way of life." This ripple effect is transforming communities across the country. Mosques are becoming hubs of support for families affected by incarceration, offering counseling, job training, and financial assistance. They are also working to combat the stigma associated with incarceration, advocating for criminal justice reform and second chances. The rise of Islam in American prisons is a powerful reminder of the transformative power of faith, but it's also a call to action. It challenges us to rethink our approach to incarceration, to prioritize rehabilitation over punishment, and to treat inmates as human beings, not criminals. Faith-based programs like those offered by Muslim chaplains are just one piece of the puzzle. To truly address the issues in America's prisons, we need systemic change. We need to invest in education, job training, and mental health services. We need to reduce overcrowding and end the practice of treating inmates as disposable. But most importantly, we need to recognize the humanity of those behind bars. Every inmate is someone's son, daughter, parent, or friend. They are not defined by their mistakes, but by their potential for redemption. As the night deepens, the men begin to disperse, returning to their cells with hearts full and spirits lifted. The courtyard, now bathed in the soft glow of moonlight, stands as a beacon of hope, a reminder that no matter the challenges they face, they will always have each other. And so, the story of Islam in American prisons continues, written not in the pages of history books, but in the hearts of its people. It is a story of faith, of tolerance, and of the unbreakable bonds of humanity. It is a story that reminds us all of the power of community, of the importance of coming together, and of the beauty that lies in our shared humanity. With that said, thanks for watching,